All right, it's 5:30. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice, so it's good that this is a short agenda tonight. Call this meeting to order. We're going to open with a citizens' general discussion. Does anybody wish to bring up anything general? No. Closing the citizens' general meeting. All right, the only item on the agenda tonight is RZ 2024-016. Applicant Patrick K. Winley, representing the Stable Development LLC, is requesting a rezone of property located at 0 Wolf Nursery Road, parcel 77-613-9705, 20-acre development on Washington, Lot 1, to the City of Stephenville, Erath County, Texas, from industrial to B2 retail and commercial business. Mr. Killen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Commissioners, first of all, I'd like to thank all of you for being able to attend this specially called meeting. That was 100% my mistake on getting this on the agenda, so thank you for making it work. It was very important that we kept these developers on the agenda for November 5th with the City Council, so thank you for accommodating that. You may recall the Stable Development when we were working with Los Aguilas. It was probably 2 years ago at this point. This development was for what we believe would be primarily restaurant space along Wolf Nursery on the south side of 377. That has industrial zoning, and at the time we even talked about possibly changing it to B2 for just looking ahead in the future, but at the time the timeline seemed a little tight, and we felt that most everything that they would look at as far as development for this area would be covered in the industrial zoning district. Surprisingly, we will allow a restaurant in the industrial zoning district, but we will not allow retail in the industrial district. And this is a retail opportunity. Understand from a conversation that I had with Jeff Sanford with CETA earlier today, this has been a project in the works for a while, and much longer than I've been aware of it. And so this is an opportunity for the city to bring in a retail development. I will go as far as saying it's an apparel type store for both men and women, but we do have Mr. Perry Thompson here tonight, who's representing the project, and I'm sure he can share more detail with you at the level that he would be. I'd rather it come from him than from me, but what we're asking for tonight is consideration on the rezone request from industrial to B2 retail and commercial, and with that, I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions for Steve? Mr. Thompson?
Perfect, thank you, and thank you for allowing me to be here to meet with Planning and Zoning. I am Perry Thompson III, architect for and not associated with directly the Cavenders, but we're looking at a Cavenders boot city that we'd like to put a ground-up facility here on this particular lot. We've been looking at several lots across in the United States, and this lot came upon us. Let's see, I've been looking at it for a couple of years now, but it's really been hot and heavy the last 6 months, 8 months. We've had great relationships with the developer and had great relationships and been very pleased. We've submitted plans, preliminary layouts, preliminary designs, site plans, even to Steve, to get some interaction with the city. Cavenders, I don't know if you know, has been in business 60 years. I've been with them. I'm an independent architect, but have been their architect for the last 16 years. So it's been a blessing for me to be with these guys. This is a family-owned business. I don't know how much you know. They had the Legacy Award last year from the state of Texas. So they've really made a mark for themselves. And it's their father started the business in 1965. So to give you some kind of idea about the legacy, there are 4 children. There's three brothers that are in the business, Mike, Joe, and Clay, and then there's one sister who's not in the business. But I had the fortune of meeting with their mother and their father, probably 30 stores before they passed. And at the age, and I don't remember, but I don't remember her final age, but she was still climbing ladders and hanging stuff on the walls as late as about 7 years ago. And she died six years ago. So doing it right up until her death. But it's one of the funny things that, and I'll tell this to you, that Mr. Cavender told me, the father, he said, Perry, don't let these boys spend all this money. And I said, I promise you, and he was in bad health at that time. But I can tell you, they have been a blessing for us, and they've done a great job. And more than that, they want to be a part of the Stephenville community. They are a community company. They want to be hiring local. They'll bring in district managers until they can bring someone up after they've learned the ropes. I have flown, hundreds of thousands of miles with them, and I can tell you, what you see is what you get. It's 100% honesty. I have been in situations where someone did them wrong, and they stepped aside and said, we'll fix that. We'll take care of it. They're non-confrontational, but they're very, very strong at this point in time. So having said that, I appreciate the opportunity to come and speak with you, and be happy to answer any questions that you guys may have.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for Mr. Thompson? Thank you very much. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. All right, I'll go ahead and open a public hearing. Is there anybody here who wishes to speak in favor or against this rezone request? Closing the public hearing. Commissioners?
I'd like to recommend to council approval of the rezone for 2024-016.
Second.
Sounds like we have a tie on the second. Okay. All those in favor of recommending to council approval of this rezone request, say aye.
Aye.
All right. So next stop is city council, as you know. And we thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate your time. And do I have a?
Move to adjourn.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you.